Hi, Nick here from Football Shirt World. It's been a few weeks now since I've given you an update to my collection. Since lockdown started, I've been adding about a shirt a day to my collection. So I'm just basically going to show you everything that's arrived in recent weeks. First up is this 2014 Malawi shirt by Umbro. This is made locally in South Africa, I believe. Malawi weren't with Umbro for very long. They were with Puma before that, and they've gone for a local brand since. Very sort of understated design as far as I'm aware. This is like a bespoke design for Malawi. They had a black away shirt and a green third shirt as well. Little bit of a hark back to the sort of mid-80s design for Malawi when they're a little bit more of a force than they are now. But yeah, really pleased to add that one to the collection. Right, staying in sub-Saharan Africa, we have Botswana. This is the Botswana 2008 shirt, very similar to previous Botswana shirts. Those that know my collection well will have seen I've got lots of Botswana shirts in there. I love it. I think it's the sort of the unique stripes that they've got there. They've got some really interesting designs. This one different to previous ones with just the collars a little bit more plain on this one. And we've got the Puma logos embroidered into the shoulders there. So yeah, another great one to get hold of. They tend to be quite difficult to find, Botswana shirts, but they do pop up occasionally. Next up is South Africa 2012. This is part of the Puma collection. They released about 8 of these shirts, I think, countries like Senegal, Ivory Coast, and I'll try and get all 8 of them actually to fit with this. I quite like this design. Not too much to it. They've got the pattern down at the bottom there. And South Africa seem to have 2 badges on their shirts these days. I've got a few South Africa shirts already, but most of mine tend to be from the 90s, so I thought I'd better add a few more. Right, up next are 3 Jamaica shirts. So this one is Jamaica 2001, 2003 they wore this one. Doesn't get as much publicity as some of their other shirts, so such as the 1998 Kappa shirt, the 1997 Lanzera shirt, but this one I think is an absolute belter. I love a flag shirt, so having a massive Jamaica flag on the front, it's great. There was a white away shirt, I believe. I've never managed to find any sort of footage of them wearing it. They don't often play against teams wearing yellow, so Jamaica don't tend to wear their away shirts very much. But yeah, really pleased to have that, and I can see that one sort of rocketing in value over the next few years. Second Jamaica shirt is 2005-2008, fairly plain, all sport shirt. I thought I already had this one, but when I was looking through collection photos, the shirt I had didn't have these black parts on the collar, so I'm not really sure what that's about. But I wanted to make sure I had the same one that I've been seeing in all the match photos, so that was just sort of filling in that gap in the collection there. And finally, part of the Jamaica collection is the current shirt 2018 to 2020. The away shirt got a lot of love on Twitter and so on. They had a really nice black one, which I already got with like a diamond design on it. This one though, I think it's a little bit more subtle, but the design is absolutely cracking design. If you look in the background there, you can sort of see the pattern that's in the fabric all over the shirt. It's really nice. But my favourite part of it is the Umbro stripes down the sleeve. Very similar to what they had back in the early 80s and the late 70s. But within that Umbro diamond design, they've also got the Jamaica flag there. I think that's a really clever design. And just to finish it off, we have Reggae Boys on the back of the shirt. So really nice shirt that, and I thought I'd better grab that before it becomes a bit more scarce. Right, next up is a selection of shirts which were nominated a few years ago for National Shirt of the Year. Those of you that follow me on Twitter will know that every December I run a competition to see what everyone's favourite national shirt is. And I thought I'd missed out on the opportunity to get these. I've been looking everywhere. They're getting really expensive. I was looking at them costing like 120, 150 quid. But Moldova, I finally managed to get hold of some Moldova shirts. So as you can see, it's got this lovely garish design down the sides. I'm not sure what that is. I assume it's some sort of Moldovan traditional pattern, but slightly more subtle on the front. You can see that pattern in the fabric. We've also got these really nicely applied logos. Again, we seem to have 2 badges for Moldova. I know that's one that appears on the flag. This is the old FA logo. I'm pretty sure they've got the same shirts with a more up-to-date badge on it as well. So I've got the blue shirt, the blue home shirt, I believe that is, and we've got the red shirt, which I think is the away one. Same design, just a change of colour there, and we've got the third shirt, the yellow version as well. Now, the reason these shirts become available is because someone working in the Jayco factory has managed to get hold of some of the factory rejects. So these apparently aren't quite up to the same standards as most of them. However, it's really difficult to see. I've sort of inspected the shirts. There's a slight bit of gathering around the collar there. I think some of the badges, well, that one looks fine. I think some of the badges have slight errors with them, but it's really small. If someone hadn't said it to me, I don't think I'd have noticed. So absolutely delighted to add those three to the collection. I thought that I was going to miss out on those, but managed to pick them up for about 50 quid each, which isn't too bad. Right, next shirt is a match-worn shirt, and it is another Moldova shirt. So this is the 1994 Moldova shirt. This is match-worn, made by Reusch. Don't make too many shirts for national teams, certainly. I know that they've made the Iceland shirt in the past. I think they might have done Andorra. But this one here, I assume it's some sort of template. I don't think it's designed specifically for them, but is a lovely design you don't see too often. Nice big embroidered badge there. And as you can see, we have the numbering on the back. So that is amongst my favourite Moldova shirt designs. So yeah, awesome. Up next is the 1995 Belgian home shirt. So this is a match-worn one. This is my favourite Belgian design, so really pleased to have this one. I'm not a massive fan of Diodora on the whole, particularly their more modern ones, or sort of tight-fitting ones I don't like. But this one is classic 90s, and this has got to be the best sleeve design of any shirt that I own, other than the Bhutan shirts, but that sleeve design there is epic. I've got a Lithuania shirt, which has the same one. I think I've got an Israel one as well. They've got like a white and blue version. This one got flag colours of Belgium on it, and overall just an absolutely classic design. So right, another match-worn European shirt. This time it is Finland away shirt, 1993. Now Finland are pretty renowned for having very dull shirts. This is an Adidas template, but it is one of the best ones with the 3 stripes over the shoulder. Liverpool famously had this one. National teams, Canada had it, and there was loads of African countries that had the 3 stripes over the shoulder. Sweden as well. So that's pretty much all there is to it. It's got the same FA badge that all the other Adidas templates that Finland have used have got. But they used this in 1993 against, I think it was Bulgaria, and one other team who I can't quite remember. But yeah, really pleased to have that one. Long sleeve version as well, and you don't see too many, but I guess in Finland, long sleeve is going to be important. Right, the next 2 match-worn shirts I've got came thanks to the Free Kicks Foundation. Now, the Free Kicks Foundation are a charity based in Peterborough who provide days out at the football for deserving young children. These 2 shirts were donated by Grant McCann. He was the former Peterborough United midfielder, captain, manager, and he also played for Northern Ireland, and he donated these 2 shirts, and I was able to pick these up. So first one is the Austria shirt. So not the greatest template, but it's a match-worn Austria shirt, and for the game against Northern Ireland, I'm not going to say no to that. So the other one, which I managed to pick up from Grant McCann's collection, is the 2008 San Marino away shirt, long sleeve version. You can see from the World Cup qualifiers for the 2010 World Cup. Even got a bit of mud on the sleeve still. Pretty sure it's been washed though. It certainly doesn't smell too bad. So that's going to be added to collection as well. This one made by Verma. Verma made loads of the San Marino shirts throughout the late 90s and early 2000s. A few eBay purchases coming up now. Basically, I'll just pick these up for a few quid each. 2019 Malta home shirt made by Give Over. Fairly plain design, quite smart. Massive collar, it's a little bit uncomfortable, and it still has the tags attached to it. So not too much to say about that. Got it for a few quid, which I'm happy with. Second eBay purchase, I literally got this for about £2. Quite an old sort of 93, 94-ish Switzerland shirt, plain Lotto, big floppy collar. It's clearly lost some elasticity. Right, a bit of a mystery, this one. It's clearly official Lotto. It's clearly an official Switzerland shirt. Can't find any images of it in use. They did use Lotto back then, but the shirts that I can find all have like a Lotto pattern sort of subtly in the background. This one is very plain white. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research, but it's certainly sort of 93-ish. Final eBay purchase. Now this one's been in the press quite a bit recently. It's the South Korea 2020 shirt made by Nike with the sort of zebra tiger design that's going on there. Right, you've got to be really careful with these. There are already fakes that are out there. This one is 100% official. Giveaway signs, we've got the tags on the sleeves rather than in the back of the collar. Nike have been doing that for a few years now. Checked out close-up photos of the badge, just make sure it's all centered correctly, that the writing is correct. With the previous ones, I've been able to check out the authenticity tags, certainly for like 2018 Nigeria shirts, for example. They've changed how their authenticity tags work now, so I need to do a little bit of research to find out what I'm supposed to be looking out for. Right, this one I got for an absolute steal. These sell on the Nike website for about £70, but I picked this one up for 25, and I think it's because the printing's been a little bit messed up. So the gold printing here is like a double layered thing, so you can see the gold and slightly offset by about 0.5 millimeter is some black writing as well, which looks okay on the back, but on the front, as you can see, the gold appears to have come off it, so I think that is why it's up for sale. No one else seemed to want it, so I got that for £25 instead of 70. So not perfect, but I'm really happy to pick it up for a decent price. Another set of shirts that I had nominated for the 2019 Shirt of the Year, didn't win, but I think it got to the final, and that is the Angola 2019 home shirt. As you can see, absolutely lovely design there. This is made by Lastoni, they're a Portuguese brand. They've made shirts for pretty much all the Portuguese speaking countries in Africa. Notoriously difficult to get hold of their shirts. Eventually we managed to persuade them to sell them to us. They have made them available on their website. It's not easy to deal with. You have to email them your order, you have to pay by international bank transfer, so it's well worth it in the end. Slightly hindered by the COVID outbreak, because obviously banks weren't open, the post wasn't working as well as possible, but got here eventually. Really pleased to add this there. Not only have we got the lovely pattern on the front, we've also got this nice traditional pattern on the cuffs as well. To add to the home shirts, I've also got the lovely white away shirt pattern, slightly more subtle there. Still got the same one on the sleeves. Still got the nice fabric badge there, and the Lastonian sort of rubber material. So quite a quality shirt, that one. And last but not least, the third shirt as well, nice yellow version. Right, one of the other Portuguese countries supplied by Lastoni is Mozambique. So here's the Mozambique home shirt. This one, design not quite as in your face, but we have this, what I assume is some sort of traditional Mozambique design on the shoulder. Probably should have researched that before doing the video. Quality not quite as good as the Angola one. The badge is just sort of printed within the fabric rather than being embroidered. We do have this Mozambique badge in the collar with some Portuguese writing, so I don't speak Portuguese, so I don't know what that says. Again, no point in just getting the home shirt when the away is also available. So there's the yellow version of it, and again, it's just same design but in yellow. And of course the third shirt as well, for all those times they play teams that play in yellow and red. When I started out my collection about 10 years ago, I thought one of the hardest countries to get hold of was going to be Sao Tome and Principe. They're a small island nation off the west coast of Africa in the Gulf of Guinea. I basically didn't play football for about 10 years, so getting hold of one of their shirts can be difficult. They're more likely to be chucked out of FIFA than they were me being able to get hold of one of their shirts. However, I eventually did manage to get a match-worn shirt that I spent a lot of money on. Since then, I've actually managed to add quite a few to my collection, and because they're supplied by Lastoni, I've managed to add 2 more. Up first is the away shirt, so fairly plain yellow and green design there. Not much to it at all, but they do have a massive, lovely embroidered badge. It's one of my favourite badges in international football. So always good to add another one of these to my collection. Of course, the away shirts go with it, exactly the same except for reverse colours, and we still have the belter of the badge there. A little bit disappointing here. Sao Tome and Principe have a very unique style of shirt normally. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, have a look through the rest of my collection, have a look at these shirts that they've done. There we have it. Those are the latest additions to my collection that I've picked up during July. I've got a few more parcels incoming, so I'm sure in a few weeks' time I'll be making another video. I've also got to do part 2 of my Bhutan shirt history collection. If you haven't already watched that video, do check it out. If you've got any questions about these shirts, do put them down in the comments. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, goodbye.